G'day folks, Chris here from Bicycle Colorado. Thanks for tuning in, and today, have no fears, we're going to be talking about gears. Yep, I'm going to show you a few tricks and tips that you can do to make your shifting perfect. Before we begin, we're just going to run through the three main parts that make up our shifting system. Part number one is this little fella here. This is our rear derailleur, and its job is to move that chain down to a harder gear or up to an easier gear. Part number two is our shifting cable. This consists of an inner wire that slides through this outer casing. Part number three, up at the handlebars. That's our shifter. That's what you might click or push to go down or up to a harder or easier gear. Now that we know our main parts, here's a couple of tricks and tips that you can do to make sure they're running perfect. Trick number one, look after your cables. Cables stretch and wear out over time. Think about how many times you might shift in one single ride. Lots. So, keeping our cables fresh, clean and lubed is one way to keep everything moving smoothly. Secondly, if your gears aren't quite sitting correctly, they're starting to skip or make some noises, we can adjust this by using this barrel adjuster at the end of our rear derailleur. If that chain is struggling to drop down into that next harder gear, twist that barrel adjuster down, away from the bike. That's going to relieve some cable tension and allow that rear derailleur to shift further downwards. On the flip side, if that chain is struggling to go up to that next easier gear, turn that barrel adjuster up. That'll give a little bit more tension on that rear derailleur and help shift that chain up to the next cog. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you got some tips out of this one. Stay safe out there.